Ty, many congratulations. Quite an achievement for someone of your age to have made 200 appearances for this football club. How special is it?
Yeah, a massive honour. You know, the history of the club, and yeah, to go and make my 200th appearance is massive for me, my family, you know, all my friends. Yeah, so just buzzing overall and just a proud moment.
Second youngest in this club's history. This club is nearly 150 years old as well. Does that kind of make it even more special for you?
Yeah, when I got told that, it was just like, I thought just an all-round moment for me, just to realise like how far I've come and, you know, how much work I've actually put in to achieve that, because, you know, it's not been an easy road even as a kid in football coming to this. So just a really proud feeling, you know, to go and achieve that and put myself in the history books is a massive honour, and yeah, just buzzing with that.
Is it times like this that make you think back to all those times when you were a young lad and you had rejections elsewhere and yet you've gone on to achieve what you've done?
As a kid, just even though like you know you're good enough, but just like when you're not playing for however many games and you're not even travelling to certain tournaments, you're not being selected and getting released from clubs. I know a lot of kids have been there, and for me, I've always believed in myself, but it's just like, why don't others believe in me? But you know that belief now has paid off, and you know I've got to where I wanted to get to. So yeah, just proud, and yeah, hopefully I can get many more appearances. But 200th is obviously a massive honour.
You obviously arrived at this football club who did believe you. There were people at the club who believed in you at the time. You look back at new pictures of signing on that day. What do you think?
I was saying it earlier, like in the moment you don't really you don't realise it, but looking back now I think I look like a baby, you know, I look completely different. And yeah, I was just buzzing to sign, and you know, it was just even just to come to Blackburn, obviously to join the under-23s at the time, I was just proud, and my family were buzzing. But to go on achieve what we've achieved now is, you know, you can't. If someone told me that, I wouldn't have believed it. So now it's just nice to know that, you know, I've got here now, but I just want to kick on and, you know, keep going.
Must have been one of the shortest ever stays in the 23s, because it was pretty much signed, probably have one session, and then you're into the first team, and you know, you literally played the first game of that season. I've never looked back since.
No, I don't think I played one game. It was just all happening so fast, but like for someone who wasn't used to a first team setup at all, like I think I dealt with it quite well. Like the boys have brought me in, they made it smooth for me. Yeah, so I can't really thank, it's not just me, it's everyone who's involved in it, the staff, the players, like to get to 200 games, it's not just me, it's everyone connected to it. So yeah, just thankful, and you know, just going back to them times there, just really special coming in as a young boy.
It's bringing a smile to your face now. I just wonder how important it was to sort of hit the ground running, because you know you did well at Doncaster, and then I think sub in the first league game of the season, started at Newcastle, wasn't it? And then goals after that, a couple of goals in the games after that.
Yeah, like I don't think I could have really had a better start. Yeah, just like the fans really like took to me, and you know it was that helped like bed me in and just give me that confidence to keep on going. And when you're young, you've got that adrenaline like to all of it, because you know you want to go out there and improve, and I still do. I feel like I want to go out there every single day and improve, even in training. You know, I put 110% in, so that will never go. That will always be there. But yeah, just wanting to prove myself and giving everything, and you know it got me to where I'm at now.
Must have been weird at first, because you didn't have fans in the stadium, so you kind of had to build that relationship, and yet there was literally a physical distance between you.
Yeah, but then that's the positive side to social media. I know it can have its pros and cons, but in that time period it was a really positive place for me, and you know it helped me connect to the fans when obviously they couldn't be there, because it was in the COVID season when there was no fans. So yeah, it still felt like they were there for me, because any time I'd done something good or done a nice skill, they seen it, and it was getting posted everywhere. So, and I'm always on social media, so I was loving it. After a game, I was straight on it, just looking at everything. So no, it was a weird season, but you know I think it helped bed me in, and you know maybe control the nerves a little bit, because it can be a lot coming from just parents watching you, then to go into a stadium full of people.
You touched on social media. Is it a bit of a roller coaster of a ride being a young footballer and trying to navigate social media a little bit? Yeah,
it's tough, because you know you might post something and people don't necessarily agree with that, or you might wear something that people might not agree with. And I feel like for me, I do like to express myself, and some people might not agree to that, but you know, they're not me and I'm not them, and that's no disrespect, but you know, I'm proud of me, and I like what I like. And yeah, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of positive, like I've had so many good conversations with fans, you know, like supporters, young supporters, old supporters, and you know, I've had people who I've not met actually in person, but I've connected with them and it's been good. But then you also get your side where there's the abuse to it, and I've had my fair share, but you know, I take the rough with the smooth, and you know, try and not take to it too much. But yeah, it is what it is, and that ain't never going to change.
I guess the negative side of social media is difficult to deal with, but how much do you enjoy the positive side of it? And you mentioned there the interaction with fans. I think since you've been able to have that opportunity to either interact with them or speak to them face to face, it's something that you've really embraced.
Yeah. I think that's always been something that I've tried to push for, because you know, I come from my council estate, like, so to me it's like I'm not better than no one. Like, okay, my job is what it is, but and kids might see me as like this, like to some of them like a superhero, and to me that's crazy, because I'm just a regular person. Like, I come from a background that is just like, you know, it's crazy like just to be someone to people, and it's special, but I connect to them just like they're no different to me, and I'm not better than anyone, and I try and bring everyone together, and yeah, some people like love that, and you know, I've built some good relationships, like I was saying before, with people I've never met. So there is a real positive side to it, and you know, I'll never change. I'll always be that same person showing love to people who show it to me.
Do you enjoy being an idol, or do you still find a little bit like, well, you know, a little bit, I don't know, does it still feel a bit weird at times?
Yeah, it feels weird. Just like even when I see people with Dolan on the back of the shirt, it's mad to me, because like that's all I wanted as when I was a kid, and you know, it's happened, and it's just my family love it as well, and yeah, it's just special. Like I like being an idol to some people. Like, it's even mad saying it, but obviously it comes with its pressures, you know, because you've got to maintain that positive image, which obviously like you're not going to make everyone happy, but I think that I try and set a good example, and yeah, I'll keep trying to be a good role model.
I think since day one when you arrived at the football club, you've mentioned your family in pretty much every interview. I just wonder how important they have been to you throughout your whole, well, not just career, but life as well. They're obviously a big part of you. Yeah,
they are me. That's my whole personality, everything, it's them. Been through like so many things in my life, and they've been there to, you know, just put an arm around me. My best moments, they've been there. Yeah, they're there, man. Good family, yeah.
Yeah, do they sort of share in the success that you have as well when you hit these milestones? Are they equally as important? Do they celebrate them as much as you do? Do they mean as much to them, do you reckon?
Yeah, it probably means more to them. Because I know if you go through something in football, you're quick to like, all right, you got to get back on it now, you got training, but you know, my mum, my sister, my brothers, my dad, they'll probably feel it more, because you know, that like mine is just like you got to forget about things quick. They probably get time to sit and like actually take everything in, and they've just been there through so much. Yeah, and I'm just thankful to them, and they are the reason why I get up and I go in the morning, because you know what I keep making. They're proud of me regardless what I do. You know, I could be anything, they'd be proud of me, but you know, I just want to keep being the best version of me, and you know, it's a reflection of them also.
What's been the secret to playing 200 games in just a short period of time as well? Because you've not missed many games over those few seasons, have you?
Yeah, I think that's obviously, well, it's obvious that's what's got me to where I'm at now. I've always been available, but I work hard, like not to, you know, blow smoke. I work hard, and you know, I look after myself, and you know, it's the proof's there to show that if I didn't, I wouldn't make 200 appearances in such a short period of time. So I think that's what it is, just working hard and, you know, loving playing football. I love to play football, so I want to be available. Even when like I've got something where the physios will tell you, they probably say like, you shouldn't play, I'll play. Because I just want to go out there and, you know what, that's what it's what I look forward to on the weekend. So yeah, I think that's what's got me to where I'm at.
You're still a bit like that kid in the playground, kind of, even when you go out there on a Saturday afternoon, because you will try the flicks and tricks, you'll try and do something different, you want to entertain as well. Do you reckon there's still that in a boy that wants to be there at the professional level?
Yeah, definitely. That's what's got me to where I'm at now. And I know obviously then you start changing your game, and you know you've got to tweak things, and you know I'm trying to mature in football. But no, that is me. And I think even when I've probably not been confident in a game, I'll probably still try it. So yeah, I think I'll always be like that. And the more confident I get, you'll see them obviously come off more, and it's more enjoyable to watch. I know it can be frustrating when it don't, but you know what? Like I say, I'm me, and I express myself, and football's like my playground, so that's where I want to go and do my stuff.
You must have some standout memories from those 200 games. Do you have certain games, goals that you just think of over and over and immediately bring a smile to your face?
I've mentioned it before when I was saying when I came off at the Cardiff game at home, when I got the assist for Bez's volley, and then when Gally assisted me for my goal when I'd come off the pitch. Obviously I'd come off on the opposite side and I had to do the walk round. And just that feeling of just like everyone chanting super tight, it was just like in the pitch, on the pitch, sorry, you don't necessarily like, you hear it, but you don't. That was just like, I'm taking it all in, and it was just like, yeah, it was crazy. So I think that was one special moment, besides goals and assists, one moment where like I was connecting with just all of it was the Cardiff at home game.
Were you dragging that walk out as long as possible then?
I was
it
walking
like
in
slow motion?
Yeah, I was walking in slow. Yeah, I was walking in slow motion. I think it was Teo. Teo was warming up, and like, you know, I was chatting to Teo for a second. I was taking it all in. I was enjoying it. But yeah, that moment was special.
On the pitch, it's been quite a few seasons. You've kind of been through a lot with this football club as well. We've had some near misses, top end. We've had last season, which was a near miss at the opposite end as well. What's it been like from that point of view?
It's been a roller coaster. But I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed all the ups, the downs. Like I say, to almost get playoffs by goal difference, and then almost getting relegated. It's just been through crazy journeys, and you know it'd be nice to, you know, put the cherry on top of things by going and getting in the playoffs this season. I think everything we've all gone through together, it'd be nice to go and just get that at the end of the season.
How hungry are you and the rest of the group then after the season that we've had to see the job through and get a top 6 spot?
Yeah, everyone's hungry for it. I was saying it this season, I don't think I've seen so many people in the gym. Like, you can just see that switch in the team. Like, everyone's just at it, and you know that's to all the staff, everyone like keeping on top of the boys, and we've just been really, really focused this year. Like, this is the year where my body has been like breaking down, but it's just like you got to keep going, because we all want to get to where we want to get to, and for families, for supporters, for staff, like even the staff that you wouldn't even necessarily see on a day-to-day, it means so much to them. So yeah, we want to get there.
Just finally, this club, what does it mean to you? So I mentioned it earlier about, you know, gave you that chance to be the footballer that you wanted to be. How special a place is this to you?
It means everything to me. I love this club. Like I say, I came here as a young lad and went through so much, and I've been through so much while I've been here, and you know, like, I've just enjoyed my football. It's been my getaway, like my space where I can enjoy myself. And I know we've had our ups and downs, like with like my style of playing, you know, it's not always came off, but I try my best. I give 110%. No one can say I can't. So that's just my love for the club. I'll go out there and I'll go to war for them, for the supporters, my family. So yeah, no, it's just a special club for me, and you know, I'll fight until the very end for this club, because you know, it's everything to me.